Good morning, good evening, good night, everyone. Wherever you are in the world, welcome once again to another session of Living World of Darkness. This is a scene for the vampire venue. We open up in the nightlife of New York City, a favored place of shenanigans for the creatures that can only go out at night. The place that we're opening up in is fairly famous, one of the oldest clubs in New York City, the Marquee New York in Lower Manhattan. At the moment, there is, as usual, a fairly long line at the door, while flashing colors, mostly blues and purples, can be seen on the small windows in the upper parts of the building. And through the thick walls, even, a very heavy, chest-shaking drum and bass can be heard. As Opal approaches this location, this is where we will begin our scene.
Opal, seeing the line, in an unusual move for her, decides to play by the rules and get in line instead of bypassing it and going right for her goal. Because she really needs things to go well tonight. And playing by the rules when you're dealing with bouncer, a good way is at least a good foot to start off on in that regard.
Okay. Opal will probably be waiting a little while as teenagers with fake IDs are filtered out, people with unfortunate fashion senses, perhaps those a little too old are asked nicely to step aside, some taking this better than others. But after probably a good half hour or so of waiting, fairly efficient for such a long line in this club, Opal will find herself staring down the bouncer.
She'll hold out her ID. Hey, Cody.
He takes it, kind of pretends to glance at it, and gives it back to her. Evening, Nat.
I need to talk to you.
He looks at the line behind her.
I know you're busy. I'm going in. I'm going to get a drink. I'm going to find a table. I'm going to do some people watching, maybe some dancing when you're not acting as the Cerberus at the door of this particular establishment. Come in and find me.
Yeah, sure. I'll see when I can get a break next. Jack ought to be back in a few minutes anyway.
She nods and heads inside.
He'll turn and watch her go before getting back to his work. The inside of the nightclub, while not as massive and gothic as some of the other places, is a pretty damn upscale establishment. There's a massive dance floor, very clean, polished glass separating out each piece, and of course, in the back, large curtains to section off the VIP area. There are 3 bartenders in the center, each working more furiously than the last to get drink after drink to thirsty customers.
Opal will make her way to the bartenders, and partly out of a desire to keep things simple for them, and partly because Nothing she drinks is really going to do anything. She keeps her order simple: scotch, neat, no ice. And she'll order two.
Poople's pretty quick to get a response from the bartender, as pretty girls very much often are. He'll perform a bit of fancy sort of showmanship as he flips the various liquor containers about and pours her two drinks.
She'll leave him a nice tip and take her drinks and find a table. One of them is consumed immediately and the glass is discarded on the nearest open surface. The other one actually makes it to the table with her, or makes it with her to the table, and that one she sips slowly instead of just drinking the whole thing in one gulp.
She'll find herself sitting there for a good bit. She's definitely not short on men approaching her. And in fact, quite a few through this time will make it a point to show up, flirt a bit, some less successfully, some seeming to have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Does she care to do anything with any of these humans?
The ones who have no idea who obviously have no idea what they're doing, she will smile at them and give them a pat on the shoulder and tell them to try again with, after they've had more practice, because they really don't know what they're doing. And the ones who have a better idea of what they're doing, she'll smile and say the right nice things, but she's waiting for a date.
Hearing that she's waiting for a date will discourage most of them. Some others linger for long enough to be considered quite rude, but eventually find themselves stalking other prey. Once she's been alone for a moment or two, finally Cody will approach. People definitely move aside for the bouncer, none of them really wishing to get thrown out this early in the night. And he'll take a seat across from her at the table.
Hey, you're my date.
Oh, I should have worn something nicer then.
Yeah, sorry. Guys don't always know how to take no for an answer, you know? I'm sure you do. Because you're good at your job and you eject people pretty fucking quickly for making trouble.
Thrown more than enough of those creeps out, I'll tell you that.
And but that's actually part of why I'm here.
Yeah?
You remember that pop-up that happened a few months ago? Or maybe it was a few weeks ago?
Pop-up.
The one...
The concert with the whole incident.
Yeah, people throwing themselves off the roof.
He nods. Yeah.
So I make some weird connections in my line of work. I'm sure I've talked to you a little bit about it before. So I heard it looked like it might have been a gang who started shit there. And that's basically their plan, to start trouble and cause as much of a spectacle as they can so it ends up in the press.
He nods a bit.
And I know you got connections and you know about these events.
Usually, not as much as you'd think. I get some job offers now and again, that might point me to something special, but I wouldn't exactly call myself much of an insider.
Yeah, but I don't want to see you mixed up in this.
You trying to protect me now?
Weirdly, yes. I'm not usually the kind of person who has these protective instincts, but I actually fucking respect you because you're good at your job and you do it fairly. You don't throw people out for no good reason. You don't take bribes. The first time I tried to slip you a 20, I thought you were going to punch me in the face.
Well, I appreciate the compliment, but I gotta work, you know.
I know you gotta work. I'm not telling you don't work. I'm just saying maybe work for me.
For you? You opening a club?
It's in the works.
Uh-huh. What are we talking for pay?
Well, hard numbers, I would actually have to talk to my, shit, I don't know what to call her. I guess I'm going to call her my business partner in this. Because that's what she is. But she's really good with the numbers and money and shit. And to snatch you away from here, we'd pay what you're making here.
Uh-huh.
And maybe throw in a relocation fee or a bonus incentive or something like that to get you to stay on with us. And there wouldn't be anything about wouldn't be anything in your contract about not taking outside work. But you know, I really want you to be careful with it.
Well, I guess it don't hurt to consider. It also depends on where. I got an apartment here in Manhattan now, and it costs a pretty penny to keep up.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I got an apartment in Queens and it costs a pretty penny to keep up. It's a wreck half the time because, well, I didn't really understand what they meant by studio apartment. But for the price, I figure, oh, you know, I can set up a little studio in there and paint and shit, and half my living space is workspace. And I don't have any place for my sewing projects, so they basically just hang out on the kitchen table.
Doesn't sound too bad, though. Studio here costs more than I can afford, and I don't get paid bad.
Damn.
Hard times.
I don't know if it's hard times so much as some fucked up Aaliyah's bullshit.
So, who's your friend? The one crunching the numbers?
Liza? She's I don't really know how to describe her, but she's got a radio show. You might have heard it. She talks about politics and global injustices and world peace. And
I'm sure I know someone who has, but
I
when I
don't.
work, the last thing I want to hear about is more bad shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I've listened to it a handful of times, and it's good, but after a certain point, she's cute. She sounds really cute when she's angry, and my mind just goes places. So, what are you doing tonight?
Tonight, I don't know. I don't get off till about 3.
Shit.
Yeah.
Man, no wonder we can't party anymore like we used to.
I wish, but by the time I'm ready to party, it's 7 a.m.? Most places are closed.
You don't get okay. You're not free to party until 7 a.m. That's like sunup. Like that's bedtime for me.
I got shit to do. I'd get home, if I'm lucky, clean the apartment. Got a cat to feed.
Oh shit, you got a kitty cat?
He smiles. Yeah, my cousin's cat had kittens and he didn't know what to do with them.
Oh fuck, now I feel a little bad trying to keep you away from a fuzzy, cuddly little.
She's alright. She's a fighter.
She is. She sounds like my type of bitch.
He'll roll up his sleeve and show a whole bunch of scratch marks on his hand.
Holy shit.
Yep. That's
She's
my
cute.
girl.
Like, did you try to put her in a bathtub?
Nah, they roll over and you just really want to scratch their belly, But it doesn't mean they want you to scratch their belly.
Right, because they're not dogs.
Right.
Oh God. I don't know who I feel worse for now, you or the cat.
So, tell me more about this startup.
Well, it started as an idea for an art show, right? Me and my friend Adam, we're both artists, and I've been working on this, I guess you could call it a body painting thing, right? Like I have people come in and they model for me, and I'll paint something on their backs or on their chest, or sometimes they'll strip down and I'll paint them head to toe. And it was just like a creative thing for me, something to deal with my urge to paint. So I'd take a Polaroid and I'd put it in a book. And then I met this girl, Misha. She opened up, what's it called? Calypso's Grotto? Anyway, so I mentioned that to her because she asked what I did. And she said that sounded like it would be a neat event. Like have live models who are painted come in and have, have like an interactive art exhibit.
Interesting.
You come in like living paintings, right? But then my friend Adam, he's a sculptor. And so like he's a kick-ass sculptor, by the way. I don't know if you were working or you made it, but he had an exhibition of some new work, and well, he's shy and awkward, and he didn't make a great impression on the art critic, so I don't know what kind of reviews it got, but his work was amazing. I stopped and stared like in some kind of transcendental visual orgasm trance from looking at one of his statues. It was so magnificent. He captured the beauty of the human body just so perfectly.
Interesting. So you'd want me to essentially guard a museum for you? Those kind of places usually get rowdy?
Well, so I pissed a few people off. Like definitely pissed them off. Like I almost punched some chick who showed up to an upscale art gala in a cocktail dress like you'd wear when you're going out someplace like here to get fucked and drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And if people hadn't been there to hold me back and there hadn't been handy booze for me to grab and drink, we probably would have been rolling around on the floor, punching each other in the face and ripping each other's hair out.
Well, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could probably handle work like that.
Yeah, and I'm sure I pissed a few other people off, but I mean, like, it wouldn't be, like, we don't necessarily want it to be a permanent thing, right? We're thinking that we can have art on, like, people who couldn't. So I'm going to tell you something you might not know, and I'm going to tell you from my own personal experience.
Huh?
If you're an artist and you can't make nice with the people who own the right galleries, you're screwed. Your work's never going to get seen. Nobody's ever going to buy it.
Makes enough sense to me knowing the track record of the people that come through here.
So what we were thinking we'd like to do is have a place where we can have these shows for people who aren't on the inside, get their work seen, and have it be like a fun, crazy art nightclub experience to get people in. And I'm kind of talking out of my ass here because I'm not good with business plans and shit. But like that's what we're wanting. Like instead of people coming in and snorting lines of coke or getting drunk, we have, well, I don't know what they're gonna bring in, but we have a bar, and instead of people getting high and throwing glow sticks around, we have black light paint. Oh God. If we have black light paint in little cups for people to like finger paint and face paint each other, oh God, somebody is going to get high and drink that, and they're going to get poisoned, and it's going to be a lawsuit. I mean, we need to rethink that part.
Yeah, and no matter what, people are going to be sneaking drugs in there.
Oh, yeah.
Security in the world isn't going to check someone's butthole.
I'm not stupid. Even.
Plus, you don't want to put anything in your nightclub that you're not ready to have totally trashed. You know how many times we've replaced hell shit, even the ceiling rafters?
Oh my god, you had to replace the ceiling rafters here? What the fuck happened? No, you know what? I think I may not want to know what happened there if you had to replace the ceiling rafters. But yeah, no shit. I've even smuggled stuff in here.
Yeah, so priceless art around drunk people probably ain't your best bet.
Okay, so maybe not
It is.
priceless.
I've worked security about all my life, so I can guard it.
Maybe we have the art one place and the crazy nightclub in another room.
Hey, if you can run 2 businesses, go for it. More than a lot of people can manage.
But yeah, shit, I realized I said something I probably shouldn't have said to you.
Hmm.
Okay. So, I'm going to be straight with you.
All right.
Because you're a professional and I respect you and we're talking business, so I'm going to show you a little professional courtesy.
I'm all ears.
I did bring something in with me tonight.
He sort of raises an eyebrow.
I know it's stupid, it's dumb, and I really did come here to talk to you, but you know, I didn't know how long I was going to be waiting, and I figured I didn't think we'd be talking as long as we have, you know? So I figured I'd go out and I get high, and this shit is so good, Cody.
I've heard, but you know I don't really do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know you don't, but this is, I mean, it's not even really a drug.
Uh-huh.
It's like those little, you know, you buy the little bottles at the counter in the convenience store. Shit, what's it called? 5 hours something.
You're acting all scandalous about a 5-hour energy?
I mean, it's not a 5 hour energy though. I'm not even real sure what's in it.
Listen, Nat, I like you and all, but I can't let you, like, sell drugs here.
Well, I wasn't planning on selling it here. I was planning on having enough energy to maybe keep going after the sun goes up.
Well, whatever works for you, I guess.
You want to try one?
I, uh, I think I'm good. if you don't even know what's in it, I don't really want to take that risk myself.
I guess that's fair.
I'm still on the clock for a few more hours.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm gonna go get myself another scotch and see if one of those flirty little, I don't even know what to call them. If one of those flirty little jaybirds has found someone to have fun with already. And I'll see you later.
He'll nod. Yeah, see you later, Nat. Keep me posted on that job you're working on.
Oh, I definitely will.
Great. Then I better get back to work.
Yep.
See you around.
See you around. And Opal will, for all intents and purposes, head out onto the dance floor to have a good time for at least a few hours till it gets close to the time Cody said he'd be off the clock.
Are you gonna go see him again once he's off?
Yep.
Okay. The next place you'll probably catch him is heading out into the parking lot. Sort of at this point undoing his tie, taking off his slave clothes.
Opal stumbles up to him. She looks like she's had way too much to drink.
He'll catch her if she stumbles onto him.
Oh, she does.
Oh, Christ. You okay?
Yeah, I thought you threw those assholes out.
Depends on the asshole.
Yeah, the ones that have a hard time taking no for an answer, or don't leave you alone, or just keep buying you drink after drink after drink and sitting there talking to you until you drink it. And then they order you another one and they keep the same thing going until you get thrown out. Because you're too drunk. You had too much, you've been cut off.
Well, just calm down a bit. It sounds like he did have way too much. Do you need a ride home or something?
Yeah, where's your tie? It was so pretty. I like that tie.
Only have to wear it for work.
Aw, it looks good on you. So does that suit. It's probably why they look good together. You know what? I know how to get you a studio apartment in Manhattan. You're gonna do job interviews, and I'm gonna be your stylist, and we'll dress you like the part of the job that you're playing for, and it'll be great. You'll get the job because you're a good man, Cody, and you do your job good.
Thanks. Man, you really need to lay down or something. You sound just out of it.
Oh, I didn't bring a purse. That's right. I didn't bring a purse because I'm smart. I don't need to be stumbling around drunk in a parking lot looking for my purse. But you're here and you're so nice.
He's gonna kind of rub his temples.
And you get me a ride home, right, Cody? You take me home, right?
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Where'd you say you live? Queens?
Yeah.
Well, get in. It'll be a minute or two. And he'll unlock his car.
And she climbs in the car and I think you're right. I think I need to lay down. And she climbs in and lays down face first on the back seat.
And after a few minutes, he'll come back and start up the car and start driving. So, you have an address I can punch in?
Oh yeah, and she'll give him the address.
He'll put it into his GPS.
And Drunk Opal actually apparently really knows her address. It gives him directions to an apartment building in Queens.
She'll drive him, or he will drive her home.
Thanks for doing this, Cody. I'm really sorry about it.
Yeah, no problem. Didn't want you to get mugged or anything on your way back.
Yeah, well, I know I shouldn't be taking advantage of you like this, but sometimes you gotta, otherwise you're not safe.
Uh-huh.
You have a nice car. The seat is nice.
Probably only nice because you're drunk and it's dark.
Maybe, but it's not. There's no thing. Wait. Okay, no, there is a seatbelt back here, but it's not jamming me in the back, so it's already better than fucking Rex's car.
Rex?
Oh, that's yeah. Oh, my friend Rex. Oh shit, he's fucking amazing. He's like this fucking gangster. Like he acts like a fucking gangster and he talks like a fucking gangster, but he's super fucking sweet.
Right. You're hanging around some colorful characters, I guess. He give you that
Yeah.
shit?
Hmm?
He give you that energy shit?
No, no, he did not actually. I got that from a lady named Karen. You know Karen? I think I talked to you about Karen before. She was that art dealer who bought those paintings I did after I got out of college. Or wait, no, was her name Karen or was it Catherine? I don't remember. I feel like I should know that. I think it's probably Catherine. I tell you what, she's a real Karen though. Like she would check out with a coupon that expired 3 years ago and ask to speak to the manager.
Ah, don't we all know one of those? Sounds like my ma.
But yeah, she gave it to me. She got me a nice deal, and we had cocktails, and she gave me a nice fat check after, because like you gotta schmooze and meet the people buying your shit. So, they feel like they know you and they'll buy your shit again. And you gotta play nice. And after we had the cocktails, we were in her car, and that's when she gave it to me.
Huh. It sounds awful sketchy to me. And he'll stop the car after a bit of driving. Looks like this is the place. You need help getting to your room?
Yeah, that'd be great. And it's on the second floor. That's
Elevator or stairs?
uh elevator, but I might puke on my shoes if I take the elevator. You know what? Fuck it. We can take the elevator. I can hold my puke in.
I hope so.
And she'll head to the door and she'll deal with the whole virtual doorman bullshit. And get in the elevator, and she'll hand Cody feel around in her pockets for a bit and hand Cody her keys. I don't think I can do anything more complex than pushing a button.
No problem. I can handle that. And he'll go through the keys, trying several of them because they're not his keys, before eventually, getting the door open.
Thanks. Oh, you want some coffee? Come in, have some coffee. I'll make coffee. I need coffee. I should give you coffee or something, because you were nice.
I guess I can stay for a cup, but I gotta get going soon.
And Opal's apartment is actually really about as messy as she described it. When they get in and she turns on the lights and closes the door. He'll probably hear the lock click.
He'll head inside and kind of awkwardly do that thing where you'll stand around in the room because you don't know where to sit or anything like that.
Yeah, and shit. You know what? The couch is safe to sit on. You can sit on the couch. Holy shit! Everything else is covered in paint or clothes. I'd offer you a chair in the kitchen, but one of them I have my dressmaking pins on, and those hurt like a bitch if you sit on them.
He sort of nods along to her rambling, although he doesn't give it much of a response as he takes a seat.
You like your coffee strong?
Yeah, strong
Okay.
and black.
And
You gotta be more careful where you get trashed at,
yeah, I should.
It's
And
dangerous out there, especially if you don't have anyone to take you home.
next time, I'm not gonna go out alone. I'm gonna go out with Rex or Craig or Mitchell or William, and they'll be my buddy, and they'll drive me home. Or we'll screw, and I'll go back to their place. But either way, I'll have a safe place to crash.
Yeah, it's real important.
And Opal will go through the process of making a cup of coffee for Cody, and she will make it about as strong and black as she can possibly make it. And she will just make a small cut in her arm before she puts the coffee in this comically large coffee cup that honestly looks like it probably came from the set of Friends. And she'll put about a pint of, or a point of blood in it, and then add the coffee and mix it up. And she'll make herself a cup and wobble over to the couch to give Cody his cup of coffee.
He'll take it from her before she can spill any of it on her floor.
Still carefully, like the kind of careful you are when you're drunk. You know you're drunk, and you know you're really drunk because someone told you you're really drunk. Sit down on the couch and hold the coffee cup with both her hands and slowly sip the coffee.
He'll sip his as well. Sort of furrow his brow a bit. That's a unique flavor coffee you got.
Oh, thanks. It's not Maxwell House. It's one of those ones that wants to be Maxwell House, but basically you just get it at the Safeway with the other Safeway products.
He'll nod and keep drinking it. He doesn't notice anything terribly out of the ordinary.
Sorry, it's not to your liking.
Well, you know, more of a tea guy myself anyway. But it's good. It's good. I appreciate it.
Dang, if I knew you were a tea guy, I would have offered you some tea, but you look like a coffee guy.
He'll finish his cup, sort of looking around and making some small talk. Right, I gotta go feed my cat, do some laundry before tomorrow. You get some rest, all right?
Yeah, you take care of that, Cody, and I'll see you probably next week.
And he'll nod. Yeah, look forward to it, Nat. And he'll make the gesture of taking the coffee cup, now empty, back into the kitchen where he'll set it down in the sink before he sees himself out.
Opal, I did the locky thing at the top. So you want to undo that before you get out of the door.
I think this is where we can end our scene.
Yes.
Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watcher, for watching. This has been another scene for Living World of Darkness Vampire.